Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for August 4th. Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. The topic of today's reading is represented by the Ten of Wands in reverse. You've already carried this effort across the finish line. You've fulfilled your obligation. You're still maybe in that in-between zone between what you've just completed and whatever is going to come next for you. Maybe enjoying the rest that comes after a strong, concerted effort. What's the challenge for Sagittarius? Hermit energy. So there's some sort of perspective that you can gain that Spirit's kind of urging you toward, because if you work through this energy and you embody more of the Hermit energy, you'll move through what's going on in your life much more smoothly and efficiently. That means pulling away from the things that are bogging you down, getting some perspective by removing yourself from the situation. If you're familiar with the phrase, you miss the forest for the trees, that is describing like being in the forest and all you see is tree, tree, tree. Where if you get like a bird's eye perspective, you look at it from far away, you can see all the trees make up a forest. There's something that you're missing the big picture of, that you need to either get away from, back away so that you can take it all in, or this might come through considering other people's perspectives. It might come from just resting and reflecting rather than actively engaging with things. One way or another, you'll have a shift in your perspective that will influence how you move forward in this story. Your focus is on the Three of Wands combined with the Four of Pentacles. This tells me that you are in an expectant, waiting state. You believe that something that you've placed an order for or arranged to come to you is still on its way. It has this like claiming sort of energy with the Four of Pentacles. It feels like as soon as this thing arrives, you're going to grab it, hold on to it, and not let it go. It's mine, mine, mine. Don't anybody touch it. There's this sort of ferociousness that I'm picking up on coming out of you about claiming this and owning it and protecting it, not letting anyone else near it. I think it's connected to whatever you've just completed. It was leading to something making its way to you as a result of whatever course of action you've just completed. So now you're waiting for it to arrive. Let's see what led up to this in the recent past. You had a victory. You won. When you got this thing across the finish line, people noticed. They celebrated your victory. They were very supportive and appreciative of your efforts. And now that course of action is over. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like, you may sort of be very accustomed to what your routine looked like when you were working toward that thing. It might feel odd to you now that you're no longer actively working toward it because it's complete. Your higher self perspective is balance. Justice showing up in the crowning position tells us that throughout this season of your life, you're going to come to a greater degree of balance in life somehow. Whatever it was that was out of balance is finding an equilibrium. This could feel like a work-life balance. It could be a greater degree of like win-win compromises between you and loved ones. It could be not focusing too much of your of your life in one area, but being more well-rounded in life. I think it also has a lot to do with the consideration of others, because this feels about balancing your wants, needs, and desires with the wants, needs, and desires of other people that you care about. Your near future is represented by the Queen of Pentacles, and she is someone who is very well resourced. She cares about her life being set up for the future in a way that's going to unfold without stress. So she thinks and plans about what she and her loved ones are going to need. She prepares for that. She lines up resources that are flowing to her on a regular basis, that she never has to worry about, oh, where is this going to come from? Where is that going to come from? Are we going to run out of this? That doesn't happen in the Queen of Pentacles world. She knows exactly where it's coming from, and she can enjoy her life because of that preparation. Your surprise energy is someone coming toward you in love. The Knight of Cups is a very, you can see he's depicted sort of as this Prince Charming sort of energy, and that's really the stereotype of the Knight of Cups. He is compelled to act based on the feelings of his heart. So it's a very heartfelt action, usually in expressing romantic love towards someone, and I think that is going to be the case. Someone behaving in a very loving manner toward you, could be asking you out on a date, could be some act of service because someone cares about you. But you won't be expecting it. Let's see hopes and fears. What is Sagittarius hopeful for? What are we afraid of? We have the Queen of Swords. So you want to believe that you always see the truth of a situation. No one can pull the wool over your eyes. You don't miss the subtext. You want to be a very savvy person. At the same time, you don't want to have to think that hard about it. You want an easy breezy, take life as it comes, have fun with it, and don't expend too much mental energy on these things, sort of a vibe. So it's like you can't have it both ways, and that's causing this stress between the two opposing vibes that you want to embody. Your end result is the Fool in reverse. You may be presented with an opportunity to go on a new adventure and you decline. Or this could be mitigating the risk in some way, that you don't have to launch into the unknown sight unseen and take everything on faith. You want to plan ahead and prepare for the future like this Queen of Pentacles would suggest. Let's get you your advice. For Sagittarians who want to connect with these energies for their highest and best good, Spirit, what advice do you have? What advice do you have for Sagittarius? We have the Lovers and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Sometimes it's important to take a break to connect with those that you love, even if it wasn't in the plan, even if your itinerary had other things lined up for you to do that day. It might delay your progress toward your long-term goal, but it's worth it to carve out space and time to connect with people to whom you have a commitment and love for them. Now, if that doesn't resonate for you, we might also be talking about the fact that you've just completed this course of action and attained a goal. If you don't have a new direction in which to point yourself just yet, that could be the part of the message for the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the advice could be, take this opportunity rather than diving right into something new to pour yourself into your relationships, and you'll reap the reward of a much more flourishing romantic connection as a result. Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped. Have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Ready for more? Check out this playlist for your zodiac sign or yesterday's video for an even deeper dive into your story. And if you're in need of more personal attention from yours truly, click this link in the description box below to learn more about my personal readings.